Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. So today I want to talk about one of the decks that, it's kind of been on the back burner for me for quite some time. It's really one of the coolest decks in Hearthstone. It is the Malygos Shaman. There is some interaction with Shaman, and it has all these like powerful face spells, and it has Ancestor's Call, and if you have few creatures in your deck, you can Ancestor's Call Malygos and just play out all these spells for damage combos that actually go way over 30 damage. In some cases, I think you can do like, 60, 70 damage in some cases. So, like the sky is the limit for this type of combo. People have tried to make it work in the past. We actually have seen some tournament level play of this deck, but overall, people kind of realize that it is like a tier 3, tier 4 type of deck. Not really that successful, but it has some place in Hearthstone. It's just with a lot of the aggression when decks get more and more refined, decks that are less consistent, like this one, just seem to not really work out too much and they fade away. And it seems like people expected the deck to fade away because, right before TGT came out, it was basically seeing no play at all. But, some of the cards that were introduced in the Grand Tournament actually really worked with this type of deck, really inspired people to try it again. I know a few other people tried it again, but I also gave it a pretty good try, and I had some mild success with it. Now, this deck for me was barely over 50% win rate, the combo control shaman, but it was still like so much fun to play, and I feel like this deck is just unbelievably complicated when it comes to actually deciding your turns, but building the deck as well, because you have to fine-tune so many little things. You have to have such a balance with these combo decks to really make it work. And there's probably better combo decks out there, like Grim Patron, I'm sure is still way better. But we can know, even from a deck like Grim Patron, it took so many iterations, it took so many people playing a ton of games to actually realize what the best deck list was. So what I'm saying is this is probably not the best deck list for Malygos Shaman, but because I was still having some mild success with it, and it seems like some of the new cards have powerful synergy with this type of combo deck, there is actually some hope that this deck in a refined form might actually really work. And, that's really an inspiring thing when it comes to competitive Hearthstone. So let's talk about the deck that I made. Again, there has to be like a better way to play this, but from what I've seen out of the few other players that have made it, we've had a pretty similar approach, and it is maybe the results aren't as good as we had hoped. So, yes, you have to have the Ancestor's Call, you have to have the Malygos, that is like the heart of the deck, but the deck plays a little bit differently. There are two cards introduced in the Grand Tournament that really change up the deck as a whole a great deal. The first is the Elemental Destruction, which deals damage to all the minions. Well, the deck just doesn't have that many minions, and because, the Blood Mage Thalnos was kind of maybe I include it, maybe I don't include it type of card, it makes it so with Elemental Destruction, it's like an obvious auto-include because you can use Blood Mage Thalnos and actually use Elemental Destruction, kill off your own Thalnos just to get that extra point of damage when you need it, and you get the redraw, so it's really nice. You don't risk getting it silenced or anything like that. You also have Healing Wave. Healing Wave is really like the big answer to this type of deck. Healing Wave kind of works in just most Control Shaman decks. It's just that Control Shaman as a deck still hasn't really taken off at all. In fact, probably this version of Shaman has taken off more than just a Control Shaman. And Healing Wave works in this deck particularly well because there's so few creatures, and the few creatures that you have just tend to win out the jousts. Of course, there is a little bit of a liability for including Blood Mage Thalnos. While you do want it for the Elemental Destruction, you absolutely don't want it in for the Healing Wave. So there is a bit of give and take. I can understand why I may not want to include that card, and you guys can kind of understand why there are so many tough decisions when it comes even just to the deck building of this type of theme. So Healing Wave does have its place. The deck plays out that, you want to mulligan for all these board clears. You have the Elemental Destruction, you have the Lightning Storms, you can stall it with totems a little bit. You are going to take incidental damage as your opponent builds their board for you to clear it. In the meantime, you're going to take some face hits because you really have no creatures besides your totems to absorb that damage. So you got to have that Healing Wave to heal it up, but also Healing Wave works really, really well with Doomhammer. Now, traditionally, Doomhammer has been used as a card just to push for face damage because healing in the game has been so weak, and healing in Shaman has been particularly weak because before TGT, there were no Shaman cards that actually healed you at all. and you couldn't really afford to play stuff like anti-Keelbot because it was just very, very clunky in the deck. So you had to use your Doomhammer for face damage. And now you don't really have to do that. You can use Doomhammer with your Healing Wave. So if you don't get like board clears and your opponent just has a lot of very annoying stuff, you can just drop the Doomhammer, start killing off their creatures one by one. Yes, you'll take a lot of damage, but because you have those huge health swings with Healing Wave, it creates a situation where you're just stalling out the game in a very, very powerful situation. Running the double Doomhammer also lets you run Rock Biters, which lets you have a little bit more burst outside of the spell burst. And in a lot of games and a lot of victories, as you guys will see shortly here, I have to use a lot of my spells just to stall out the game, just to not take too much damage. And in doing so, I kind of run out of the spells in some games against some of the more aggressive opponents that by the time I get some kind of Malygos action going on, it doesn't really work because I just don't have any spells left. But in that situation, I can just push for face damage with Doomhammer, and I really don't need much in the way of spells anymore. So that's why double Doomhammer, I think, is one of those things that is my addition, is my input to this type of deck. I think double Doomhammer makes a really big positive impact on this type of themed deck. Now, most of the other stuff is pretty standard, but it just works pretty well. Another small addition to the deck was Ancestral Knowledge. Now, you normally just played some cantrip draws. Some people are still playing things like Farsight in this type of deck just to cycle through a little bit better. But I think Ancestral Knowledge is pretty good. It makes it so you don't have to use the cantrip draw creatures, and you can put in spells. And that's relevant because that increases your consistency on the jousts. While, cards like Healing Wave are pretty good if you don't win the jousts, in this type of deck, you really, really, really need to win that joust because 14 health is just what you need out of that card. If you don't get that, you're just going to wither away. You absolutely require double the health of your opponent to actually make this type of deck work. But yeah, it kind of works. It makes use of a lot of cards that are just generally pretty garbage. So it's really cool. It's a really refreshing and new experience that I'm so glad that the Grand Tournament brought to the game. And hopefully people can move up from what I've done here with the deck, and maybe we'll see this deck in a few tournaments in the near future. But for now, I want to show you guys some of the highlights, some of the cool games I experienced with the deck, and maybe I've inspired you guys to maybe try a similar deck on ladder. So check it out, enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. You just want to keep some removal, I guess. I kind of need Healing Wave, but I need board clears before Healing Wave. Okay.
The pleasure is mine.
You think I should be running Spirit Wolves? I could be running Spirit Wolves. They are pretty good. I just don't think I'm going to beat a face deck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make any difference to put them in or not. Okay.
Pay attention, class.
Okay, that's a pretty easy kill, I guess. Yep. What do we Earthshock in this deck? We don't Earthshock anything. Every single Crackle I've played has hit for the lowest amount. I think we're 0 for 4. Where's your Silence now? Well, Silence doesn't really work on a Shredder that well. Hex is better anyway. But yeah, I guess I did forget about that. It is something I might want to silence. I guess I'm getting milled? Okay. Oh. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, I guess. I think he gets prep eviscerate, he's in pretty good shape. Prep. Bleed flurry, okay. That's fine. Ah. Sorry about that. Full health again. I think I'll keep my spell damage totem.
Pay attention, class.
Ha, this guy's toast.
If I can get a spell damage, I'll play it. Play that one. Whoa! Top roll! Holy shit. I didn't hit the lowest roll on a variant spell. I think we need a party, guys. It's party time. Damn, that sucks. Sprint again. Alright, I guess. 10 cards. SI7 now, I guess. Pretty good card.
Ha,
Yep.
this guy's toast.
Alright. I could actually Ancestors into nothing. Just for the fuck of it, see what happens. I think maybe he fucked up a prep oil. Well, it's 50-50 on that. Oh, it's a little bit better because we can totem up. If we don't get it, maybe we should lava burst that. He's only got one oil left. Yeah, let's go with lava burst. Why does it say my Malygos is gone? I think that's a bug in the deck tracker. He was jousted. I didn't lose Malygos. I don't think. Eviscerate. What other minion could he have? You think I should just bust that shit out? It's probably not even gonna work on Malygos. I can just play that and then elemental destruction his ass. Maybe I should be running 2 of those, so I can always pull that off. It's a lot of fun. That unlocks my crystals. Draw. Get rid of that. Play that to try to draw heal. I mean, he's only got 3 cards left in his deck. I just have to outlast him.
I'm almost out of cards.
It's gonna do a big ass blade flurry here, probably. Yeah. But I think that's it. I don't think he has a single spell that does damage anymore. Or a creature. Oh. No creatures. Interesting.
I'm out of cards.
Oh, you might have a bio teacher. That's okay, I can kill that. No, wait, I kill bio teachers. Fatigue shaman, boys. One totem at a time. Oh yeah, it's a taunt! Gimme, gimme. If he had backstab earlier, I think he would have won the game. Well, if he has Harrison, he can just kill himself. Not even attack him. Some rogue decks run Harrison. He would draw 8 cards, which would actually kill him.
My eyes are open.
Okay. Hex. Alright. I think 6 cards kills him still, so that's fine.
Well played. Oh, shit.
That's a pretty sweet victory, guys. That is a pretty fucking sweet victory. We can never keep healing waves because we have to draw cards that kill their cards. You're still waiting to see the, oh, there we go, see? You got to see the brown Doomhammer and Malygos. Those are the 2 cards I just drew there. So that's pretty interesting. And there's the Blood Mage. Brown Mage Thalness. I'll see if I can find any of this out. Only 2 Doomhammers, guys. Only 2. So I might be playing like Freeze Mage here. Oh, and a Gadgetzin. That's interesting. I'm just going through this deck right now. It seems very similar to mine. The Far Sights might be a pretty nice difference, though.
We hunger for vengeance.
Crackle Face.
Embrace the light.
Oh wow, this is Grinder Mage.
Elements guide me.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty scary. There probably is gonna be a bigger card.
Elements guide me.
I have no time for games.
Guide me. Elements.
Okay.
Time runs out on me.
that lethal? That's lethal.
Elements guide me.
Okay. Doing a muster here. Okay.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. I must move quickly.
Well, I'm at 1. Okay. Well, I got Malygos, but I don't have much in terms of spells. Alright. Can hit for that, right? It can for... I could kill him.
Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
Let's totem while we're at it. No, that doesn't help. Alright, boys! Okay, we'll keep the ancestral knowledge. Alright, drop a hex. We might use a hex, but we won't for a while. If I had elemental destruction, I would have stabilized that game a lot easier.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
To my side.
Yeah, it worked out fine.
I let the dogs out.
Got Malygos, that's pretty good. I don't want to attack because it might be like snake trap here.
To my side. Elements guide me.
We for vengeance.
High roll, please.
Elements guide me.
I might die this turn, but I can heal for a lot if I don't die. I did the attack first because ooh, Ancestress Call. Yeah, I did the attack first in case it was snake trap. It could be bear trap. We have to get damage in.
There is little time. Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
I think we won. Right? That's 10, that's 8. Yeah, we won.
Elements guide me. elements guide me.
Alright. What the fuck is going on? I'll just give it another little while, I guess. So, I mean, we're doing okay. Oh! Did I win? Oh yeah! I told you guys this deck was good. Fucking told you. This hand's fine, actually. It's got a little bit of board clear, it's got some card draw, it's got some overload nullifiers. Another storm.
Are you mocking me?
Wow. That dragon really couldn't wait one turn. Okay, I guess. There we go, Malygos. Am I mocking him? Yeah, I am a little bit.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
I really want elemental destruction though. It's a bot, look at the timing. Oh yeah, you're right. I think it is a bot.
We hunger for vengeance.
That sucks.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Okay. Nah, it's almost certainly a bot. I think there's a lot of people botting these days. It just kind of goes a bit underground because the bots are just pretty good. Oh god. Really sucks when that happens. Losing the joust on the healing wave is like almost game losing for me. Should I try to kill that? Guess I should.
Job's done.
There's a healing wave, not bad. Have to at least silence that.
There is little time. I wield the power of Blackwood.
Okay, so no more dragons. Probably the two things, just removal or something. Yeah, got a lava burst. It's just that we're starting to get hurt a lot here. Okay. Oh, he has nothing. We do need to start doing damage, so... I don't really want to burn a lava shock, but we probably should.
Elements guide me.
Was that a misplay? Should I have totem first? Maybe.
Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
Let me change your mind.
Yeah, there it is.
Let us see it.
Hmm. Oh, we got Ancestor's Call. We actually get pretty fucked up on mana.
I wonder.
We can't Lava Shock. We're 1 mana off lethal. The fact that he took that makes it so we can't kill him. No, it's not lethal, I don't think. By Ancestor's Call, I have 6 mana left. I can't Rockbiter. Okay, I can Rockbiter. I do 5 there. 6... 16... 23.
There is little
I
time.
believe it's 1 off lethal.
I wonder. Guide me. Elements guide me.
I don't think you can do 9 damage with that deck.
Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
Never lucky. Oh well, max overkill. Crypt beats the bots! Oh yeah. Easy game.